Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Investing and Trading Live. Once again, my name is Josh Lilquist, and I'll be your host for the day, as always, each and every single day, every single week. We do the show, and we are due for a stock market update. It is market closed. It is 4:32 in the Central Time Zone, so market has been closed here for a little bit. And we've seen a big drop in the market today, which is a great opportunity for potential buyers, but also potential sellers that are looking to short the market as well. Hopefully they did that as the markets were dropping today. Great volatility, which brings opportunities in the market. So today what we'll do is a stock market update. We'll look at your major market update in the major equities, the indexes, SPY, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the Russell. We'll take a peek at some other notable ETFs. We had a couple that had some big drops. The way it looks, almost every single ETF that I look at anyway, they are all in the red, which normally isn't the case. Usually there's one outlier that is in the green, especially when you got the market dropping and gold and silver doing the same thing, so they're correlating today. So we'll look at that. We will peek at a couple futures contracts, commodities, potentially oil, obviously gold and silver we'll look at. We'll peek at crypto, since the crypto market is seeing a bit of a sell-off today as well. So the whole market in general showing a sell-off, other than US dollar that was up today. And then we'll round it out with a couple stocks, which the way it looks, the majority of the stocks, a lot of red today, other than 3M, and Snapchat had a couple green days. So as we know, there is risk in trading and investing. You can and will lose money at one point in your life. This is strictly for entertainment. I had same trouble last time. Entertainment purposes only, mainly mine. But hopefully you find it entertaining as well. Let's start with the S&P 500, SPY ETF. Currently closed at 501.98. We've seen a drop of about 1.58%. And the last 2 days, it was actually positive on Monday, gapped up, and pretty much ended at the the opening price of the day. But today we've seen a big drop in the market. There was probably some news as far as the Fed. Stock sink on concern the Fed will keep interest rates higher for longer. That was from Bar Chart. And Benzinga, is hawkish shift on inflation imminent. Wall Street analysts, traders brace for Fed impact. And that was from Benzinga and also from Bar Chart 6 hours ago. Stocks weaken as rising U.S. wage cost curb Fed rate cut expectations. So that obviously was news. And by the time the news came out, the move was already happening. That's why you want to trust your charts, supply and demand, and base your decisions off facts, not what's happening in the news, because it's not always about the news. It is what's in the clues. That's your S&P 500 update. No major supply or demand zones on a bigger time frame at all as we speak. Dow Jones Industrial Average, same thing, down 1.48% on the day, and currently at $5.67 on the downside, 378.13 as market is closed. And pretty much the post-market hasn't really moved a whole lot either. Same story, no major supply and demand or demand zones on a larger time frame chart. You got your QQQ, which is your NASDAQ, currently at 424.59. Market is closed. This one had a little bit bigger of a drop, 1.89%, which was about $8.16. Same story, no major supply or demand zones, although dropping out of a supply zone on a daily and a 4-hour chart. Now that being said, typical on a 4-hour chart, typical drop there, currently at about almost a 3-to-1 right now over the past couple days here. So that following supply and demand as we talk about each and every single day. That's your NASDAQ update. IWM, which is a little bit down on the post market as well, but down about 2%, 2.03% to be exact, which was $4.06. Currently closed at $195.90. This one here not showing any major supply or demand zones near current price either. Although we do have a demand zone, I meant my mistake, down a little bit lower. I like the 87.50, 187.50 down to 182.50. So potential opportunity there for some different options or stock trading there as well. Well, IWM is the ETF, but stock trades just like a stock. So other notables on ETFs, you got XLE, which is your energy, was down almost 3%, 2.98 to be exact. Big drop on the day after several days to the upside. XLF down 3%. Silver was down 3.14%, and USO, which is the ETF for oil, was down 1.4% at $78.38. Looking at the crude oil price, $81.93. Got a demand zone near the 78, 77 mark, so not a real good one. Nothing I would actually trade, but it is there for potential targets for some people. Gold and silver. We will look at gold, currently at $22.85 after the big drop today, 2.14% to the downside, and silver 3.13% to the downside. So both of those taking a little hit here as we speak on the metals, which are futures contracts. You got Bitcoin currently at $60,333, down 5.6% on the day. Ethereum down 7.23%, currently lower than 3,000 now. So we have gotten lower than 3,000 on Ethereum. What's interesting is I got a headline for at least 3 times today alone, and it stated that Bitcoin having its worst month since, I think it was November 2022, it was down 15%. Me personally, on a price chart, it doesn't look that bad, but it went down from 70,000 to 60,000, 10,000 bucks per Bitcoin. So, for those people that have several Bitcoins, that could be tens of thousands of dollars. HNT back up to $5.06, which is actually down on the day, actually 14%. So a big drop on Helium today. Same thing with Helium Mobile, dropping down 2.0025. So that one also down big on 15% on the day. Dollar, as I mentioned, the kickoff up 0.63%. And other notables, you got the euro dollar up 0.303%. That one is in a bearish bias, and we have now triggered that. So we were going to look at an opportunity, taking that down to the $1.50, sorry. All right. A couple stocks here just to note. Tilray up 40%. Wow. Look at Tilray go. Earnings today? No. Oh, they were talking about classifying marijuana as basically not bad. So whatever that means. So Tilray was up 40%. So big day there. Actually, probably one of the bigger movers of everything. Everything else was in the red. You got 4, 5, 6% for several stocks. Coinbase has been taking a beating here from $280 per share down to $200 over the last month. Upstart was down big. So yeah, a lot of stocks, a lot of big name stocks down 1, 2, 3%. So we've seen a big drop in the market today, which spells opportunities. And really a lot of the markets were down. Pretty much the majority I look at were in the red today, so which it just spells opportunities. So we will do another market update tomorrow. We'll get the show, the weekly show put in here again this week, and we'll continue to race our way to be the number one global podcast of the financial markets. We are working towards that. We do appreciate and appreciate our followers and our subscribers on the podcast, on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or Spotify. So wherever you're listening, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button so you can be updated every time the show gets on. As always, collect your profits when they're given to you and protect your losses, keeping them small. Until next time, retire young, my friends.